So basically, to write intelligent programs, we ask questions. A different programming language would have the syntax in which they write conditionals, but in JavaScript, you basically write your if statement, and inside your if statement, let me put it in a comment. Inside your if, you have the conditions, and if that condition is met, it will go ahead to do the instruction or the set of instructions that would you have inside the block. So basically, this is the arrangement for conditionals in all programming language generally, but we are using JavaScript here. So this is how it is written. You have the if statement, the condition, and the instruction written. After that, if this condition is not met, you have the option of asking another question, and that's where we have our else if. So in our else if, you would have another condition. You can have another condition. So if this condition is not met, you ask question else if, and after the else if, there will be some instructions. There'll be some instructions that you can ask. After the instruction, you can have your else, and you can have the instruction. So let me take it again. I have my if statement. Inside my if statement, I have a bracket in front of it, and that would have the condition. Then I have my curly bracket, and inside my curly bracket, I have my instructions. In cases where the initial condition is not met, you can ask have yet another condition, but preceded by my else if, meaning else if this other condition is met, you go on to write the set of instructions that you want to write inside it. Then you can keep having the else if and else if continuous like that. Then you have the else and the final set of instructions that you want to have. So let me dive into this with examples. For example, it's a cinema and you only want 18 years old. So let me write functions. I've explained functions earlier. So I want to write a function that would either admit to cinema, that will admit to cinema. So I named it. The function is supposed to take in the age, and in the function, the first part is I said if the age is lesser than 18, I want to console into rather than use console direct, let me just use return. Let me use return in front of this return. Let me use return in front of this. Return will not print, it will only return the results. So we can choose to deal with the results however we wish. So I have this, if the age is lesser than 18, I want to do this. Then I say if the age is lesser than 18, if the age is greater than or equal to 18, and this is the and sign. This is the greater than or equal to sign. So this is greater than or equal to 18 and age is lesser than 60. You see, you can enter the cinema. But else would in this case would be if this condition is not met. If this condition is not met, automatically we are saying that the person is older than 60, and we can that you're a senior citizen. Let me add another else if in between this, but I want to do it for people that are between the age of 60 and say 70. Also, I can say you can watch and daddy and mommy movie. I'm just writing something there. And the final else says that So this is me using conditionals and asking my if and else statement. So I can come here and do I can just say let's admission. This is just a variable that I just create. Admit is 25. Then I come here and do console.log admission. And let's see what that will print out. Let's run it and let's see what it will print out in the terminal. You can see it says you can enter the cinema for a 25-year-old. What if I change this to an 80-year-old? We're expecting something more that says you are a senior citizen. This is how you use conditionals to ask questions. You see how I use my greater than or less than. You might be confused about which one is greater than, which one is lesser than. A simple rule that I use for myself is the bigger part of the sign is where you start your statement from. So I can say age is greater than because age faces the bigger side, greater than 18. It would also be correct if I say 18 is lesser than age because 18 has the smaller size. You have this equal to in front of it. So you can add that to the statement by saying age is greater than or equal to 18. And that's the double and sign that is there. And age is lesser than 60. I believe that kind of explains in summary what our conditionals are.